Welcome to the first episode of the Copywriting Launchpad show. I'm your host, Nabeel Azeez. And if you are watching on YouTube and you're new here, I've been working as a professional copywriter for 10 years now. And I'm also the co-owner of a school community called Copywriting Launchpad, where we help copywriters launch their careers because every copywriter has had that one client who launched their career. So we help you find that client and launch your career. And we also help you master the highest paying copywriting skills. So in this episode, what we're going to cover is an introduction to the new show. And we're going to talk about our new client acquisition competition. And we're going to talk about a new workshop that we're hosting on August 1st. And we're going to cover some of the best posts in the community from the past week. So let's get started. So what is this show about? So I used to do a weekly update in the community that was like purely text and make announcements and celebrate wins and point out impressive stuff in the community. I wanted to make this a little bit more interactive and dynamic. And so now we're going to do a video where I just go over everything I would normally go over, but in video format. And the show is going to come out every Sunday. It's going to be weekly. And it's mainly intended for members of Copywriting Launchpad. So it's not really designed to be a public kind of video, although it will be public on our YouTube channel to help people who find our channel to make that decision on whether or not they want to join the community. And let's talk about now the monthly client acquisition competition. So we used to have a weekly engagement competition in Copywriting Launchpad. And the idea was whoever was number one on the 7-day leaderboard on school every single week, they'd win a prize. Now, incentives drive behavior. And if you have the wrong incentives, you're going to end up driving the wrong behavior. Now, this weekly engagement competition that we had, it was good in a way. It got the community engaging and showing up and posting and things like that. But I also found that the type of content that was being posted, it was not really relevant to what we want our members to be doing. So we want them to be improving their copywriting skills and most importantly, going out there and getting clients. And what we found was that a lot of copywriters will be posting for the sake of posting, or they'll just be in a continuous persistent state of just learning without actually doing. So we want to change that. And so that's what this new monthly competition is about. And it's a client acquisition competition. So the idea is once a month, whoever gets the most clients gets upgraded to the next membership. So if they are on a standard membership, they'll get upgraded to premium. Or if they're on a premium membership, they'll get upgraded to VIP. Now, this is only open to paying members. And also, we are going to judge the winners manually. So it's not automatically that whoever gets the most clients wins. We're going to choose the winners based on not just the number of clients they're getting, but also the revenue they're generating and also the revenue per client. So let's say, for example, you have a copywriter that gets 20 clients in a month, but he only makes $4,000 that month for an average rate of $200 per client. But we have a copywriter who signs one client and that one client pays him $4,000. Exact same revenue generated, but the copywriter who we're going to judge as the winner is going to be the one who closed one client for $4,000. And what that is going to encourage is one, charging the proper way that we want you to charge. Two, not just working with clients for the sake of working with clients, actually choosing high quality clients to work with so that you build a business in the right way. And three, it's also going to encourage not just giving away a bunch of free work in order to win a competition. So free clients are not going to count. So that's the monthly client acquisition competition. And then we've got a new workshop happening in August called Copywriting Fundamentals. So it's a new 5-day workshop, August 1st to August 5th. at 4 p.m. GMT. That's 8 p.m. Dubai time. All right. And so it's going to be 5 days, and every single day, Matthew is going to teach you something about starting and growing your copywriting business. So day one, he's going to show you how to think the right way about copywriting. And this is going to allow you to use your brain instead of copying other people. Days 2 to 4, he's going to teach you 3 skills you need to write good copy for emails, ads, and other media formats. And on day 5, he's going to give you a daily routine to help you get better and help you practice. Okay. And the outcome of this workshop is 1, we're going to fix your bad habits. 2, we're going to stop you from going in circles, which is what a lot of beginner copywriters end up doing. 3, we're going to help you start writing copy that clients will actually pay for. And then the goal here is to make sure that you are developing your skills and building your career in a way that is better than chasing the latest trends, and it's better than you just relying on AI to get clients to pay you for delivering copy fast in a way that the copy actually sucks and doesn't get results for your clients. So if you're interested in joining that, day 1 is going to be available for all of our members, so standard, premium, or VIP. And so if you're on standard, it's $5 a month to join the community. And days 2 to 5 are open to only premium members and above, and that's $50 a month to join. If you'd like to join us for the entire workshop, so all 5 days, all you have to do is simply upgrade your account to premium. And then finally, we're going to spotlight a few posts in our community that I enjoyed. So we've got Andre, he's launching his own offer. We've got Jeremy's story on why he started writing copy. And we've got Imad talking about he wants to be a growth operator. And then Theate's children have made the US karate team, and we're going to find out more about that. So let's talk about these posts. So Andre is a longtime member of Copy Skills and also Copywriting Launchpad. And Andre, he is launching a new offer. I'm not going to reveal the offer right now, but he submitted some ads that he's going to run on Facebook. And the reason why I picked this post to feature is because I was giving him feedback and the other members were giving him feedback that were, I don't want to say irrelevant, but they don't follow the system that he wrote this ad based off of. So this ad that he wrote was based off of Jihao Wang's super advertiser system, which I believe Andre has gone through and I've gone through as well. And we were giving him feedback that violates the principles of Xi's system. So what I told him was, even though I gave him some feedback, I told him, by the way, much of the feedback I gave you goes against Jihao's super ad structure. So I recommend running the ad exactly the way Xi says and only use my feedback to test different variations if necessary. Because Xi's advice for writing ads, writing different ads, is to write completely new hooks, headlines, and body copy. So this is an important concept, and it's a concept that it took me a long time to understand. Is when you pick a guru, just pick one guru and don't keep guru hopping. And I'm not saying this to call myself a guru because that's not what I am. I'm just saying in general. So I think I would have been much further on in my career or in my online business had I just picked one person to follow. So the person that I started following first in the online business space was Ramit Sethi. And if I had just listened to him and followed all of his advice from A to Z and just done what he said to do, I think I would have been a lot further along in either my copywriting business or in the offers that I own and promote for myself. So that's important. If you are learning a system, implement that system exactly. Don't try to change the system you think you know better. And in this case, it was us putting ideas into Andre's mind that he needs to change a system that's proven to work, which is incorrect. So it's good that he got this feedback. He might have got a few ideas for other ads that he can run. But ideally speaking, if he was following a particular system, in this case, Xi's super advertiser system, he should stick to that. All right. And then here we have Jeremy's post about how he got into copywriting. He talks about his particular story and how before he got into copywriting, he had a poor mental impression of marketing because of all of these scams that he needed to protect his parents from. And it wasn't until after he started copywriting or learning copywriting that he realized that the copywriting is just a tool. The marketing tactics are just a tool. You can use them for good or evil. And there are so many different opportunities that will make it easy for you to make money in this industry as a copywriter by violating your ethical principles, whatever your principles are. And it's very easy when you get into copywriting that the stuff that you learn, the tactics that you learn, you just go along with it because everybody else is doing it. And it takes a strong individual to say, no, I'm not going to use those particular tactics because they cross my ethical lines and I don't want to do a business that way. And in fact, it's even harder when you are a copywriter in your position because you're typically working for clients. And now the clients might be trying to tell you to write the copy in a certain way or use certain marketing tactics that violate your ethical principles. So you have to have the self-awareness and also the ethical foundation in order to push back on these clients. I know I've had several arguments with clients where they want me to write stuff a certain way, and I just say no. In my case, it helps because I'm an observant Muslim, and so there are certain things that we just can't do because it's haram. So that's Jeremy's post. And now let's talk about Imad. So Imad here has been running an agency. He was helping people with whatever he could sell them. And now he wants to start a growth operator business or a growth operator agency. So his vision was helping creators and experts build an actual knowledge business. My only question to him was, have you built a knowledge business before? Now, it's going to be extremely hard if you have no experience in building an information business to be this implementation partner or this growth operator where you're helping a content creator or an influencer or whoever it is end to end with every single thing. Now, am I saying this is impossible? No, of course not. You're absolutely able to learn the skills that you need to learn, but it's going to happen over time. And it's going to be, in the case of this copywriter who's 17 right now, it's going to be even harder because he's so young. Here's how I would probably do it if I was Imad or in Imad's situation. I would not position myself as a growth partner until I have some experience growing a client's business to an appreciable amount through one service or a couple of different services. And the thing is, when you are pitching yourself as a growth partner or an implementation partner, you are saying that you have all of these skills related to sales, marketing, operations, offers, product development. This is a huge implicit promise. Even if you don't make a direct guarantee or something like that, it's an implicit promise that you're making, which is why so many of these growth operators have such a poor reputation in the info space. All right. And of course, everybody has to start somewhere. So if you were starting out and trying to build a growth partner, growth operation agency, what I would do is try to find one product or one productized service that you could deliver end to end and try to make it small and discrete. So let's say, for example, you start off offering webinar funnel setup. So you'll do it end to end where you write the whole webinar, you'd write and build a funnel, you write all the follow-up emails, you'd write the sales enablement, automations, and landing pages, etc. Every asset that's needed to deliver a webinar funnel, you write and deliver it. And start off doing it that way. You get 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins. Then you can expand into offering other services to your clients that you've been successful for. Maybe you offer them a 3-day challenge. Maybe you offer them a low ticket ascension. And you have to start at some point and you have to start small. If you go into it with zero experience, trying to be a growth operator or a growth partner, you are setting yourself up to fail because you have no idea how much work that you're signing on to do. And what's going to happen is you're not going to realize that you're making mistakes. You're not going to realize that you don't know what you don't know. You're going to end up getting poor results for your client, and that's going to leave a bad taste in their mouth. They're going to end up firing you, and you basically ruin the industry for everybody else. My advice to this particular copywriter is start small, Focus on a very simple core service that is repeatable, that you can deliver fast, quickly, easily, and that you have the necessary skill set for. And don't try to be like a growth operator or growth partner when you don't have a track record of delivering client success in even at least one service, let alone 2 or 3 or more services. Now, my advice would be different if this particular copyright has already client results in a particular service. So let's say, for example, they're an email list manager, okay? And now they want to expand services. They've got client results. They have a strong track record. They've made their clients a bunch of money. Now they want to expand into the growth operator phase. That's much easier because they have a foundation to build on. It doesn't take that much to go from being an email list manager to being the funnel manager and the paid traffic manager. You just have to add on a few more skills that way. And the final post is Deontay, his kids made the US karate team. Congratulations to Deontay and his children. And now they have a chance to represent the United States of America at a big international tournament. So he was asking, he needs to make some quick cash to fund the trip because I don't think the children's leagues are funded by grants or whatever, or the organization. So he wants to know how we can make some quick cash. Now we have a few cash generating offers in Copywriting Launchpad. For example, the example that I gave him was from our course List Boss, because he's an email copywriter, and we have a module covering all the different offers that you can make if you have a background in email copywriting and email list management. We also have another training in our course, Business of Copywriting, and the training is called Asynchronous Offers. And it goes over how to create offers that you can sell without getting on a sales call. So you can pitch it, close the deal, and deliver the service without getting on a sales call. It's called Asynchronous Offers. And we've got the training, which is a 45-minute training. And we've also got an SOP, which goes over how to create these offers. And it also includes examples of offers. I believe there are 50 different offers that you can use, that you can sell. So if you need offers to generate fast cash, we've got you inside Copywriting Launchpad. The Business of Copywriting and List Boss are available to our premium members. That costs $50 a month to join. So that's it for our first episode. Yeah, the first episode of the Copywriting Launchpad show. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, and by the way, if you're new here, you're on our YouTube channel watching this for the first time, Copywriting Launchpad is a school community owned by myself and Matthew Volkwin. Between the two of us, we've coached hundreds of copywriters, perhaps even 1,000 at this point. And hundreds of our students are making $100,000 a month or more. We have several students making $200,000, $300,000, some even $400,000 a year. So Copywriting Launchpad, if you are someone who wants to learn the skill of copywriting as well as learn the business of copywriting, and you want to launch your copywriting career, our standard tier is $5 a month to join. That gives you access to a few foundational courses and the community. And then from premium and VIP tier onwards, that's when you get full access to all of the benefits inside the community, which include 20 plus courses and 17 workshops. It includes asynchronous coaching for the premium membership, which is call-free coaching in the community. Get your questions answered, get feedback on your copy. And then on the VIP tier, which is $500 a month, you also get WhatsApp access to me and a one-on-one 1-hour coaching call every single month.